Hey Internet, this is Dave. I'm over at Hobbytown USA, and I'll be with my friend CB. And today we'll be putting some finishing touches on a sole grinder. This is what our sole grinder looks like now. We'll be dirtying up his legs. We've removed the torso of the sole grinder. We've primed and base colored the chassis with Vallejo model color natural steel. Right now you can see CB applying a wash with a brush. The washes we used were again Vallejo, light rust, and European dust.
We're taking some Vallejo wash straight out the bottle and just kind of laying it down a little on the heavy side because we want it to work like a filter too, where it kind of tones this color and takes a little bit of that metallic look out of it. It's going to fall into the recesses and it's going to give us a slight tone difference. It'll take some of that harsh metallized look out of it. And this is like just a European dust color. This will be the first of a couple different layers. We'll add some rust selectively and then pluck out a few other little details and colors. You can see the transition taking place already on the sole grinder chassis. We'll just get an overall kind of a heavy wash on this, which it's going to work to filter the color and change and tone it. You can already see that working. Tell you what, just to expedite the process, I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to come back to it and just demonstrate how to throw this in with an airbrush.
So right now we see some of the changes CB was already talking about. We see the change in tint on the chassis, and we still see that metallic color on the legs.
Like how I'm going to put a little bit in a double action airbrush here. Just kind of spray it on. And once again, we just kind of lay it on heavy. So you really kind of want to have some kind of towel or something down. But you can already see that this is much faster. And it lays down a nice pretty coat too, which gives that overall just wicked patina. Come in, hit him from the other side. There you go. It's just transformed that entire piece that quickly by airbrushing a filter over it. We'll just move it around a little bit, kind of make sure we got everything here. All of a sudden you still have that metallic sheen to it, but it now has a definite age. So what we'll do now is we'll let this dry, and you can even accelerate it by just blowing air through the airbrush over it. And the beauty of this is any area that should be highlighted, the filter is going to fall away from it. Like the ball joints in there, you can see they've left more of a metallic sheen, and it's creating the darker shadows down in the recesses. What I'm doing now is I've got a little Vallejo light rust. So what we'll do is actually come in and lightly blow a little rust into a few areas and let that kind of mix a little bit around these joints and just lower areas. We're not putting a lot of it in there. We'll pull it around and get down into the exhaust a little bit. And then we'll get down into this joint. Kind of lightly run a little bit in there. And because we have a little more there than we want, just take a regular brush and just kind of wick it away. And same thing here. And wipe it off. And just wick the excess away. 2 quick filter washes through the airbrush, and he is almost done. And just carry that continuity through the entire piece. And we'll add a little bit on this arm. Just kind of lightly toning it. These filters and washes will do just amazing things for a finish. And even though it's technically a rust, it's giving us that nice, almost demonic copper look.